Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will know how a computer actually works step by step from the moment you press a key to the moment something appears on your screen. And we will compare it with real life systems like offices, factories and even human brains. So you will never see your computer the same way again. Have you ever thought what's really happening inside your computer when you open a file, watch a YouTube video or even play a games? It feels instant. But behind the scenes, billions of tiny electrical signals are moving in perfect order. The big picture. As its core, a computer follows one golden rule: input, process, output, and storage. That's called the information processing cycle. In a way, your computer works exactly like a restaurant. You, the user, give an order, that's input. The chef, the CPU, prepares your dish, that's processing. The waiter brings the food for you, that's output. And if you ask to save a recipe, it's stored in a notebook, that's storage. Every task from playing music to write a code, it's just the same cycle repeated millions of times per second. Input. How computers understand you. When you press a key, move your mouse or speak into a mic, you are giving input. But computers don't understand your language or symbols. They only understand binary codes, which are in form of zeros and one. Each letter or action you make gets converted into binary codes through something called ASCII or Unicode standard. For example, a letter A becomes 010001, a pattern of 8 bits. Your mouse movement or touch gesture also become streams of ones and O's. In real life, it's like translating English into Morse code before sending it to over a wire. Processing, the CPU, which is the real brain. Now that the computer has the input, the real magic happens in the CPU, which is the central processing unit. You can think of it as a hyper efficient brain made up of millions of microscopic switches called transistors. A modern CPU can have billions of transistors turning on and off billions of times per second. That's what we call a clock speeds measured in gigahertz. Inside the CPU, three parts work together like a team, which are the control unit, the arithmetic logic unit, the registers. Control unit directs all traffic, tells other parts what to do. The ALU performs math and logical comparison. Registers are tiny boxes inside the CPU holding quick data. Let's compare this to a company. A control unit is the manager giving instructions. The ALU is the worker doing calculations. The registers are the sticky notes on the desk for temporary info. All this happens while the CPU follows a recipe, a set of instructions called a program written in a code. And yes, when you open Chrome, edit a photo or play a game, your CPU is executing millions of such micro instructions every second. Memory and storage. Now where does the CPU keeps all his data while working? That's handled by memory, mainly RAM, which is random access memory. Think of RAM as your computer's short-term memory. It holds the data and instructions your CPU is currently using. When you open multiple tabs or apps, they all sit inside the RAM. The more RAM you have, the more tasks your computer can juggle without slowing down. But when you turn off your PC, RAM forgets everything, so we need storage, your SSD or hard drive, the long-term memory that remembers everything permanently. In real life, RAM is like your work desk, fast, active but temporary. And storage is filling cabinet, slower but permanent. Modern computers also have cache memory, a super fast layer inside your CPU that keeps the most frequently used data close by, like a sticky note on your monitor for quick access. Output, making result visible. After processing, the computer sends the result to output devices like your monitor, speakers or printers. When you watch a video, the CPU decodes the video file. The GPU, which is graphics processing unit, handle visuals, and the output goes to your computer pixel by pixel. A full HD screen has over 2 million pixels and your GPU updates them up to 60 times every second. That's 120 million updates per second just to show you a smooth video. Software and operating systems. All this hardware would be useless without software, the set of instructions that tell the hardware how to work. At the center is your operating system, OS, like Windows, Linux, Mac OS. The OS is the ultimate coordinator. It manages files, runs applications, handles every input and output request. You can think of it as an airport control tower. Planes are your programs, runways are your hardware resources, and the OS is the air traffic controller, making sure everything runs smoothly and safely. Now let's see how everything works together. So here's the complete journey. When you press a key, the input device converts it to binary. The CPU processes it using instructions in memory. Temporary data goes to RAM, permanent files go to your storage, and finally the processor processed output reaches your computer or speaker. It all happens in microsecond, faster than a blink of eye. Every search, every click, every song is a perfect dance of electrons, logic and memory. So next time when you open your laptop, remember it's just not a box of metal and glass. It's a tiny world of logic gates, transistors and data all working together to make your digital life possible. If you enjoyed learning how your computer really works, hit that like button and subscribe, because next we are diving into how computers talk to each other, which is networking basics.